nkomo emfa ho but mami nchia no na me mana kwaba emra ye Kessben 92.9 na face Kessben matching Clement bibi aboko de
nyame adom bibi aboko
ye de radio ase se ya fro na yensa account anope na ba be di enkomo ne ahwe de ekobransa na me no be hyase kra no yen share esa video we na face no me 192.9 no yentie what really transpired in parliament make a deputy minority leader and asokwa MP mame and as a Madam Patricia Apiaje the press conference no ye no yen share kakra na yentie kakra on 92.9 na fe yemra back na imedi nkomosisi ya
the immediate withdrawal of the privileges committee's petition. It gross abuse of process and effort to justice. A public apology from the Speaker and Majority Leader, to ECOWAS and to the people of Ghana for the international embarrassment they caused. 3. The passage of a resolution restoring Honorable Afenyo Martin's name to Ghana's ECOWAS delegation and affirming Ghana's commitment to the rule of law under Article 75 of the Constitution. 4. An end to the coordinated persecution of the minority leader by the Attorney General's office, NDC of
all right, me sure say a audio no small challenge, but notwithstanding no you be some come we na fair share the but na nke pese mamo radio so na face TV so no na nke pese mamo share clearly what the deputy minority leader and MP for Asokwa Madam Patricia Apiaje and the press conference no clearly what she intended to say no say a political persecution and then an assault on parliamentary democracy sa na all come but I'm kwa humano so na mene ora Clement akolo endi enkomo na fe yemra back na details you know what really it is say correct and I say enye correct ora Clement me sure say within the week you know especially on Friday you know, you followed this particular matter which has to do with a minority leader versus the majority leader calling for Afenyo Martin to be someone to a privileges committee. First off, Bisa, in the history of a parliament has it ever happened, I mean, to your knowledge, best to your knowledge, say the leader, whether majority or minority, a privileges committee that
yo, me that's it, in my several years in parliament, you know, I say any leader has been taken to the privileges committee before. I say the Obi or can't even the leadership team, you know, I call privileges committee in my entire several years in parliament, but other people, some members of parliament there, a normal privileges committee a number of times, but they are not a privileges committee and say, there will be a report, they will send the people to the privileges committee, but there will not be a follow through. It's assembly a privileges committee on them. Now, who they and I say in a promise break. And then say privileges committee yate na the Nipano Bashir Jafono Aquacotu like said the on the floor of parliament. So so and so infringement on the standing orders of parliament. So then for more privileges committee. Even sometimes there are committee sittings, but after that, the reports never gets through. It's we are on record to have chastised the speaker. Say there was some soft hands on issues of misconduct in the house, and he was treating the members of parliament, MPs, with kid gloves. It's there is some kind of action being taken, we were happy. So, after all, now we have the speaker trying to push the standards. Now, also, if you be able to discipline, things break down. So on that score, now you need to say some action is being taken to ensure say there's discipline. Say there are consequences to action. Say and you say if you want to say it's all play all. It's will be the OPB now and there are no consequences. So on that score, we thought that there was a good action being taken. But to go back to the question that you asked me, I don't remember in my memory where there has been any member of the leadership role at the leadership front, referred to privileges committee. I may be wrong, but
yeah,
for now, there.
Very well. Now, my maybe that's the same way. Me perceive your background in then we can really understand what is really happening. Now, this issue, I think started somewhere 22nd of July 2025 when Majority Leader Muhammad Yariga moved to replace the Minority Leader on Ghana's ECOWAS Parliament delegation. An action na a minority for the force na and sem fata and all that. According to Minority Leader Madam PJ Kra say Sanema we no mo ye no kra no to change the name and all that onodo describing as diplomatic orchestration and ama ECOWAS parliament from amokra de omo dispatch a diplomatic mission by Accra to really come and clarify these issues and all that. Now, what does the standing orders when it comes to Sanema we eka na Ghana for NTS in Yinsuya de say that move no more year from 22nd of July 2025 what was the motive the increasing a ma ayesade ni na no esi
well under normal circumstances as I say discussing all these things going into the work of the privileges committee Okay. But I'll try as much as possible not to go into the work because they have to decide whether Honorable Afenyo Maki indeed is guilty of the acts now or more have said that he has done.
Okay.
That qualified him to go to the privileges committee. But I'll try to skirt around it without pronouncing on the main issue. At the end of the day, under normal circumstances, it is the committee on selection. Well, and as standing orders, and what they say, undetermined whoever has to be on any committee.
Okay,
that is the background. The select committee headed by Mr. Speaker. All the committees now, all the MPs are on. Omo decide who goes into the any committee.
Okay.
They have the power to select anybody onto any committee. Now, Obile discuss can they remove somebody from any committee? Of course, the speaker is the owner of every committee. He's the head of every committee.
Okay.
The chairman of the committees, on a reporter, when they are laying their report, they say, Mr. Speaker, your committee. So it should give you an idea. Say they are reporting something to somebody who is the head of that particular institution.
Very well.
Whose committee? And this particular committee, speaker now also the head of the committee. So at every point in time, the ama is a but the standing orders say when you do that, you have to do it with the consent of the people. They will call the committee, but it will be the caucus, any the people are more committee will deliberate on it, and then they will bring a recommendation to the House. Then the House would pass a resolution. The House will accept it. Oh, when that is accepted, it becomes the decision of the House.
Kessben 92.9.
In this case, that happened. The committee report in the House, and there was a resolution on that particular thing. When it comes to a resolution, it just say if that is the Parliament has it's like the pronouncement of a house.
Okay.
I say it becomes an authority.
Okay.
So it becomes a legal document. Say, yeah, a wolf here, say na atum, and Parliament, baby, they share imra. Oh, yeah, Ghana man constitution almost imra. Say, judiciary ambo and gua, it remains a law. So once a resolution is passed, then it means that is what it is. It's as I say, ubia irrespective. It's even the issues of the privileges no more. When you say ubusa niamanuswa niama parliament ajiatum ubuswa, they consider it as contempt. So a decision by Parliament, once you ubuswa, I say why a contempt of Parliament. So a resolution that has been passed by Parliament, ubuswa. Now so there is a precedent via Parliament for understand almost omaji atum. And as they say, Parliament, they are master of their own business. And you name me almost omaji atum say, sa nkofo we na echo let's say ECOWAS Parliament. And nkofo we soon ebeko Pan-African Parliament. Almost setting some precedent among it. Normally, say the deputy leaders, and ECOWAS Parliament. Wow. Now, you say abako sembi wo honum. Na honorable minority, honorable Afenyo Maki, the deputy majority leader, So at the time now, no yet deputy majority leader, not our ECOWAS Parliament. But after that, you say Okonini ebedane majority leader. Obedani majority leader, and at that point in time, he should have left that position for the deputy to take over that position. But at that time, now Honorable Osechi Mensa-Bosu was still, Osechi Mensa-Bosu was still around as minister. Now ECOWAS Parliament, once you become a minister, you automatically lose your seat.
Okay.
You automatically lose your participation in the ECOWAS Parliament. Now, so Obanye Afenyo Maki a minister at that time, because Honorable Osechi Mensa-Bosu still continued as minister. Instead of reverting, say, now Afenyo Maki as majority leader, now, as I said, the deputy, they are now deputizing Afenyo Maki, should go to the ECOWAS Parliament. That did not happen. And it was strategically so, because at that time, now Afenyo Maki has risen to speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, and he wanted to gain that opportunity. And at that time too, it served Ghana because say who higher rank in ECOWAS Parliament and all those sub-regional and regional parliament, it adds something to Ghana. So at that time, Ubia and say it was problematic. Now let me come to the protocol of ECOWAS Parliament.
Okay.
The protocol of ECOWAS Parliament also said when a member has been introduced by a country, and he has been sworn in as part of a particular term of a parliament, won't mean until say we win the term. And then this is a problem we buy.
Kessben
At the
92.9.
time, ECOWAS Parliament, the new list was being submitted to ECOWAS Parliament. That time, they call election 2024. No? That time, not still Afenyo Markin was the majority leader. That time, NPP was still in the helm of affairs. So when the list was submitted to ECOWAS Parliament, Honorable Afenyo Markin's name was still part of the delegation to ECOWAS Parliament. And they were sworn in for the beginning of that particular parliament. What did I say? The beginning of that ECOWAS Parliament, the life of that ECOWAS Parliament. So, the Dinidia Shemudada, as a member of the delegation from Ghana to ECOWAS Parliament. It's in Honomuno. Let me say, one was being smart, one was following the protocol. The SSA Ghana has been done. The list has been submitted. He is part of the list. Deputy Speaker, and a protocol as a name that has already been submitted to the ECOWAS Parliament. Wow. It's abai way by abai for by things have changed. Now they want to revert the situation and say this is our procedure. And I say Bibia Yedisu say a deputy leaders and a call ECOWAS Parliament. At that time, you weren't the person who was supposed to have gone, but you use your situation or your powers at that time to be able to insert your name into it. Now we want to revert. It is the Parliament of Ghana that must submit a list.
Okay.
It's a submitting list to the ECOWAS Parliament. But the ECOWAS Parliament will say our protocol says that this Muslim must sign onto the protocol of ECOWAS Parliament. Say when some people have been submitted to us, thank you. Say yamomo ministerial appointments automatically brings them out. We are part of the list there. Then they remain our member until their term ends.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe ECOWAS one to entry,
Okay.
Because we have also submitted and subscribed to the ECOWAS protocol.
Okay.
It's now Asam Akoye Kana. On one side, on Afenyo Markin's side, the protocol backs him, so he can be part of the ECOWAS Parliament.
Okay.
Now, on the side of the Ghana, and I said the Parliament of Ghana, the Speaker and the Selection Committee have the right to be able to determine who is on a delegation to either Pan-African Parliament, ECOWAS Parliament, IPU, wherever. So it is their right to be able to determine that. And because Honorable Afenyo Markin is backed by the ECOWAS protocol,
yeah.
So on the ECOWAS Parliament, when they are going to sit, is the vice deputy speaker.
Yeah.
So no koye nejuma. Then another delegation from Ghana, Ebaye, ignoring his name as part of that particular delegation. It's an omuba Everton wohonum. And I'm paying for no say we cannot swear you people in because nipa bakwa SSA and delegation by our mandate it's not part of this particular list. It is a in there. Then you have to do the amendment, do the proper thing, go back to Ghana, and I say get a word from Ghana and let this insertion be done. And sana it me in. That is where the problem is. Now, see here, Ghana feels say we are bringing the people. It sweat them in, and you are also saying that the protocol. You see, I quite treatment.
Okay.
You see, I know. I found the would have to see how which one comes first. Is it the protocol of the ECOWAS Parliament or
okay? All right,
the standing orders of Ghana and the sovereignty of Ghana to determine past Parliament?
Okay.
And it will look like we are predetermining the outcome of a. What the committee will say in there, it is their own right to be able to do their investigation and bring out what is the best and give the best recommendation on the floor of Parliament.
Clement, maybe that's our question. We're not
what we are saying now should have nothing to do with what they have.
Okay, but maybe that's our two questions when one has to do with say you call ECOWAS ECOWAS Parliament what truly is the ish, and when it comes to obi representing Ghana ECOWAS Parliament. And then again, is it a fact that the present government or probably majority believes that Esusansu was so say ebema obi a onyo omunipa ebedi anymore in terms of decision taking be our Parliament one dia stronkwan na wo hono mo a obi beka kuoka wo mu.
Okay, that's me break. Also, there's a lot of diplomacy. Your parliamentary diplomacy, and your the other forms of diplomacy, executive diplomacy. Now, parliamentary diplomacy, no, the Omani Quenim, my name, the sub-region and the regional level.
Okay.
Amaibiano, Yempese, Yebijira, Yankwa, like you don't want to stand alone. It is when you stand together that you go forward. Now, share Ghana Abakosema. We have always been part of the community that want to drive the regional progress. The ECOWAS Parliament, because a lot of decisions is being taken at that level. That is the ECOWAS level and the Pan-African level. Now, ECOWAS Parliament, they do a lot of model laws, decision, integration, and how the economy will move and all those things, and leadership on the sub-region in the continent. Now, the members no call no ma, no kotumwa, and no deciding ubobre and say they're contributing to continental movement and as a sub-regional movement. It's a leadership kind of opportunity, because one these are in common with more. Country position I went for. It's we have a delegation from Ghana to go and be part of the discussion that is going on. Now the SOSM alcohol. Now the input to alcohol.
Okay.
Now the delegation in Ankasano, why do they go there? They go there to participate in the discussion. Also, the a discussion. And go back and say, now my should be just you go on Maden, I'm going to But when there are discussions, that is when you take decisions. It is out of discussions and a decisions.
Yeah.
And so we are say a bone and I say they are no any discussion. Out of this discussion, Obi Benya adwenchire bi afim eja ye bibi foforo. It say yes we can be adwen. Now the second question now we can say Obi say na sa aban we no, do they have a problem with say somebody from the minority.
Yeah, exactly.
A leader of the ECOWAS Parliament on them. Like I say, the current delegation, Honorable Afenyo-Marke is not necessarily the leader of the delegation.
Okay.
But wakone name the parliament,
Okay.
as a deputy speaker.
Okay.
To Oweneni. But I think that their point no more when they explain is that there's a certain procedure and precedent.
Okay. Okay.
And they feel that in the past, the procedure was breached. And I said the president, kakra. You know, share the delegation of which was the Honorable Patricia PG, our deputy minority leader.
Yeah.
And I normally replace Honorable Afenyo-Marke.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's normal, and you say we want to restore the procedure and the precedent.
Okay.
Because they felt that something in the past actually.
Okay.
That is the whole issue.
Okay.
But say it is not any BBA and war in issue.
Yeah, no crap.
Sometimes there are background and there are other issues that affect the condition.
Clement, young fancy, but I see be say you know 18 the director of communications for Parliamentary Network Africa. Clement, I call you and you know 80 and Komono share their course when it comes to the development of a parliament and then the privileges committee or more majority your friend Honorable Afenyo-Marke and Ekono and no home NED says 40 minutes past the hour of 8